What's the academic vibe like on campus?
What was that?
Academic vibe.
Academic vibe?
Yeah.
It depends on the department, I think, and the area of study. So do you have an area you're interested in, or a discipline, or like sciences, or like art, or?
Maybe both of ours different.
Is different?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since we're just high school, so it will take about 2 years for us to apply to a college.
Okay. So I would say we have a really big undergraduate student population.
Yeah.
And then we also have a lot of researchers on campus in the sciences especially. So we have a lot of students getting general education, but then we also have very specialized and heavy research going on campus too.
And the second one is, what are the midterms and finals like here?
Yes, okay, so we're on the quarter system.
Yeah.
So it's a 10-week quarter.
Yeah.
So midterms happen about week 5, 6, and then finals are week 10. So it's very compact. A lot of schools are on the semester system,
Yeah.
which is 12 or 14 weeks. So it's longer time to do a research paper. So because of our 10-week quarter, everything is very rushed, and so students do get very stressed.
So is the library get very crowded at that period of time?
Yes, it gets very crowded during midterms and during finals.
So are there be any students sleeping here?
Yes, it does happen.
Okay.
You see them sleeping under the tables sometimes in different parts. And the library is open almost 24 hours during most of the year. So we do have students who stay here overnight and work.
Yeah. So it will work 24 hours a day only when midterms or
No, most of the year.
Okay.
We only close for holidays.
Oh yeah.
Or between terms.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so last question.
Yeah.
Does the school have an interlibrary loan program?
Yes, we do have an interlibrary loan program. And so we borrow from other schools in the UC system, so all 10 UC campuses, but then we can also borrow from other schools in the country and internationally.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much.
You are welcome.
So the first question, what kinds of career services offered to students?
So services we offer students is going to be more like career development resources. So and getting to that point. So we offer, like, if you're in between majors, we offer counseling, whether you want to double major, pick up a minor, get a certificate. We also offer career direction resources, so whether after you graduate, if you want to go straight into a career or go to grad school, we offer resources for that. And then we also offer resources in terms of getting experience during your time here.
Get it.
What kinds of on-campus or local careers or jobs students can get?
So
Maybe
we
part-time is okay.
part-time. Okay, yeah. So we have a website called Handshake. So if you go to our homepage, career services. What? I do not know why that happened. If you go to our homepage and you look at Handshake, it's our online job and internship posting board, and that's where you're gonna find a lot of part-time opportunities.
And do students have access to career services after they graduate?
They do, but only up to 12 months after they graduate. Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that it? Okay.
How many students applied to the school last year and how many were admitted? I know it may be 32% or 34%.
Yeah, around 32% were
Yeah.
admitted, and close to 90,000 applicants.
Okay.
And next question, how much is the expenses of international students every year?
Ooh, for international students, I know for in-state students, it's around 30,000 per year, but for international students, I'm not entirely certain.
So it differs from country to country, or maybe different parts of the world will have different tuition fee.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So are there any institutional scholarships available?
There actually aren't that many institutional scholarships available. Many of the scholarships that we encourage students to apply for are private institutions. Mm-hmm.
So are the scholarships very hard to get it?
The scholarships that we give out are primarily based on financial need. So depending on what your financial situation is like with your family, that'll determine how much money you can receive for scholarships.
So the government will not provide subsidy for these students, right?
There are loans that you could take out that are subsidized or unsubsidized from either the federal level, the state level, or the institution level. So there's something called Cal Grant, which is a federal level or a state level grant, and that's a kind of money that you can get. But in terms of other financial help, there isn't that much out there.
And the last one is, how can a prospective student set an interview with an admission counselor?
Oh, it's pretty easy. You could just come here and we could set you up with one. You could also visit the admissions office and you can talk to the admissions counselor there as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Have some problems about the health facilities in UCSB. And what kinds of physical and mental health services are offered?
Absolutely everything, from social work and psychiatry to nutritionist, dental, eye care, physical therapy. We have a little bit of everything.
Thank you. And how do students typically pay for wellness center service and treatment?
Mostly through the insurance policies, either
Oh,
their
so-
insurance or our insurance.
So actually they don't need to.
They don't pay.
Oh, okay, thank you. And are any stress relief initiatives offered during midterms and finals?
Not at Student Health, but campus does have resources
Oh,
for
okay.
that.
So that's very cool. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Like, what kinds of movies, plays, concerts, and lectures usually happen around here?
Usually during the summer we do a sort of Shakespeare sort of thing. We call it Naked Shakes, and basically it's like dumbed down Shakespeare, very simple. So not a whole lot of extravagant costumes or lighting. Yeah, it's really, really cool. And then we have a fall main stage with shorter plays as well. We call them one acts.
So, like, the club organize all the things, or
Yes, the theater department here organizes all of the plays, and then students audition for them. And if they like your monologue, you get called back, and then they cast them. There's usually 4 one acts during the fall and winter. During the winter, there's also usually 2 main stages. I believe this year it's the Laramie Project and the Watsons Go to Birmingham. And then in the spring we have New Works Lab and another main stage.
okay, thank you. And the second question is entertainment free or discounted for students?
There are discounts for students and seniors. You just go to the box office and show your student ID or your ID if you're a senior, and then you will get a discount, yes. During the summer, the Naked Shakes production, the Shakespeare play, is free. So
It's free. Oh,
yeah.
that's cool. And can you participate in productions even if you aren't an art student?
Oh yeah, of course. All the productions here are open to any major.
Oh yeah, so you can go to the like the directory and to show your ability, and they will.
Yeah, they post auditions, usually if you're part of the email chain, which not a lot of outside majors are, and they'll send an email and say, this is the play and we're holding auditions on this day, come to the theater office, the production office, and sign up for a time. Usually it's hard to get that out to everyone in the school if you're not on the chain of emails, but if you go into the production office, usually at the start of every quarter there is a sign-up sheet for auditions, and usually it's a monologue. You come in with a monologue to do, and then that's your audition.
Okay, thank you very much. That's